Hey, my name's Amy Green, and I'm a survivor of medical trauma. Thanks so much for visiting my Gofundme site and sharing your time with me. Have you ever had an injury that left you with pain, or have you ever been sick with food poisoning? Well, imagine feeling both at the same time for 15 years. Some of you already know my story, and some of you may not, but this is the first time I'm actually publicly sharing my story. It's kind of a big deal. I've had a lot of medical trauma, and I've been really scared to share what's happened. I'm excited to share it because my story can show you how you can prevail even in the darkest of times. If you'd like to hear more about my story, stay tuned just a little bit longer and you can watch a short film about my healing made by my boyfriend Nick, who's a documentary filmmaker. To make a long story short, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis in 2008, and I had my colon removed when I was 18, and I had to live with an ostomy bag. This surgery was actually done incorrectly, and it left me with horrible side effects and complications that I have dealt with for the past 15 years. Finally, I now have the courage and I have the strength and the faith to fix what has been wrong for all of these years. All I need to be completely healed, just 3 more surgeries. And that's where GoFundMe really comes in handy. And honestly, I have mixed feelings about asking for money, but what I've learned is that if you don't ask, you won't receive. So here I am asking for financial support to help with my medical bills. Because 1, I'm going to be out of work for 5 months and I won't be receiving a paycheck. 2, I've been denied short-term disability, long-term disability, Social Security disability, all because I have a pre-existing condition of inflammatory bowel disease. And 3, thankfully, I do have health insurance, which pays for the majority of my medical bills, but I still have my deductible and I still have my out-of-pocket expense to pay, which comes to $5,000 per surgery. So I'm asking for a total of $15,000 to help with my medical bills for all 3 of these surgeries. By donating to my GoFundMe, you are going to help end 15 years of suffering that I've gone through. You're going to help me to avoid going into debt and to having my credit score affected. So I'm reaching out to my community and beyond just to see who can help me heal. And I just want to say thank you so much. It really means the world to me that you see me, that you hear me, and that you care. And please enjoy a short little film about my healing. Don't take your health for granted. I was excited for my senior prom. Had a beautiful dress, had a good friend group, and then the morning after I went to the bathroom and all I saw was blood in the toilet. This medication is to help me have less inflammation and overall will help the surgery go better. Yeah. I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. Ulcerative colitis is ulcers infesting your colon. None of the medications that my doctor were giving me were working. It was only making me worse. At my sickest, I got down to 79 pounds. I'd had blood transfusions. I was on IV food, using the restroom 30 times a day, 50 times a day. I was extremely weak. I had to relearn how to walk again. I was on a walker for a certain amount of time. The doctors decided that I needed an emergency total colectomy surgery. A total colectomy surgery is when they take out your entire colon. Once my colon was removed, you are left with an ostomy bag, and that's what you poop into. it was kind of like, this is what's happening, and I didn't have a will to speak up. I didn't know I could speak up. I didn't feel like I had a choice. But it was soon noted that something was wrong. What was wrong was that I had a bowel obstruction. Being so sick, so thin, so feeble, they had to take me back in to the operating room. So that incision that they had just closed 24 hours prior, they had to reopen that incision, untangle my intestines, and then sew me back up. And from there is when the wound infection started. And that's why I have a scar the size of a softball on my stomach. Honestly, I'm not sure if it was a good idea to get my colon removed. There's a lot of just trauma that I didn't even know that had happened. So having my colon removed was going to be the first of 3 surgeries. Have the colon taken out, and then go in to have the second surgery, have a J pouch made, and they were going to be taking my small intestine and creating a little pouch out of it in the shape of a J, just like it sounds, acting as the colon in this newly formed reservoir called the J pouch. And then after that, have the takedown of the ostomy. When my ostomy was taken down and I had a functioning J pouch, it was doing a decent job, but I still had pain. I was still using the restroom quite a bit. My life for 15 years, everything revolved around my health. I had extreme rectal pain. I experienced being chained to the toilet so many times with chronic diarrhea, having trouble walking, having trouble digesting food properly, trouble gaining weight. I was in so much pain that it really just became normal. That having pain was just a part of my life and a part of my days. I would say my lowest point was when I had to wear diapers because I couldn't hold in my bowel movements. It was just me, the bed, and the bathroom. That was my triangle that I lived, and I didn't want to live my life like that. And I was planning on tying something really heavy to myself, like a cement brick, and drowning myself. I think this happened to me so I can help other people and so that they can learn from my story. Just because you've been in the trenches and in hell and have had the unthinkable, unfathomable stuff happen to you, you can still prevail, you can still go forward, and you can still have faith. You are far stronger than anything you can imagine. nobody could really give me a straight answer, a really direct, this is what's wrong and this is how we fix it. It was only recently that I found out that my J pouch was definitely done incorrectly and that it was the major cause of me suffering so much. In order for me to get fully healed up, I need to have 3 surgeries. I've already had 1 surgery, which was to get my ileostomy again. My second surgery of this 3, which will be my 17th surgery, is to have a revision, correction, and or get a brand new J pouch. I am so excited to get this behind me. I'm so excited to have normal bowel movements. I'm excited to not have an ostomy anymore. I'm excited to be pain-free. I'm excited to not be chained to the toilet. I'm excited about my life.